Last time on Tales of Berseria.
No mercy!
There we go.
Stop there. Annihilating crash!
That's pretty cool. Alright, let's try Eisen's, there we go. Hey guys, Ryden here, and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. So, I have a lot of little questions to answer for you guys. First of which, a lot of you are probably wondering, what happened to Shadows of Valentia? I'm not dreaming, right? I just saw that video show up yesterday. And no, you weren't dreaming. So what happened basically is I put the video up, and it got copyrighted pretty quickly. I think it was on something to do with the music, so it's not like the game's unplayable, but basically from then the video got taken down and everything that could have possibly went wrong. So that series technically isn't cancelled, but I don't think I'm gonna start it until the end of Berseria because it's a really stressful situation trying to mess with every single thing that composes that series. Plus, it's easier for me just to do 2 at once instead of 3, as I said before. Another thing you guys told me is that there's a bunch of skits I missed. I've been looking for this one forever until I realized I think the skit is actually in the, it's in the rest area for Titania. So thank you for telling me that. I do feel like, how do I say this? I don't want to complain about the wrong thing here, but often in Tales games, I get those skits, and there's usually I'm not going to say so few, but there's usually a few of them, and I go, you know what, I wish I kind of had more. And I think Berseria takes it to the extreme, where I feel like the skits are actually kind of getting in, like, the way of me reaching important plot points. And, like, I think there's around, like, 6 skits every time you enter a different area. Total, it's like 6 to 8. It's a ridiculous number, and that's not even counting the ones that are all around, so I have a fun time doing them, but at the same time, it's like, I also want to advance in the plot a little. It's a weird feeling I never thought I'd have. And the last thing I kind of thought about, you guys were saying in the comments section, was a lot of you guys actually like the English voice actors a lot better than the Japanese ones, and I could see how that would work. I feel like Velvet and Magalu especially could come across as super cringy, and I don't like to use the word cringe much because it's overused and people say it on the internet like every 5 seconds. But yeah, with Magalu's lines, if read badly, that could go really, really badly. Anyways, let's go and check out what's in the sleep area now and see if I'm right. Yes, we are. I can prepare beds if you need to rest. Yes, we do. Is it just going to be another night of rope?
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades.
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure! Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laphicet, you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves.
It's not an adventure unless you're attacked by 9 sharks and your ship catches on fire when you make cereal.
No matter the danger that waits on the other side, there are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helives and the Figal ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map, how did that make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow, my very own treasure.
Oh. One thing I do like about this game is that the characters aren't just like their goals, I want to say. Like Aizen and Rokuro and almost the entire cast are portrayed, maybe aside from Velvet at first, but the cast is portrayed more than just, I'm Revenge Lady, I'm Pirate Man, I'm War Guy. It's just, they have so much more to them, and they talk about what they like during these skits. So, you know what? I feel like, as long as they keep having context, what? Another one. As long as they have a ton of context like they have been, I think they are well worth it. Sure, we'll sleep again even though we were just here.
Whoa, awesome.
I swear, the second he has a spare moment, he buries himself in his books.
Knowledge opens up bigger worlds. I imagine that back when Teresa was bossing him around, reading was a fun escape, an adventure in and of itself.
What's up, you guys?
You're reading a pretty hard book there, aren't you?
This? It's about dinosaurs. It says that long before humans were around, these huge creatures ruled the world.
Wait, what? It's super weird to me that it's like out of nowhere fantasy world with monsters just beyond belief. It's just like, yeah, there were dinosaurs. They were way cooler than these dumb dragons and werewolves and dumb shit.
There are so many different kinds, like tyrannosaurs and triceratops and brachiosaurs. They're all so cool.
They look like dragons to me.
They
Exactly.
look similar, but dinosaurs couldn't live inside volcanoes, and they didn't do well in the cold either. But they were crazy huge and strong. Nothing else could even compete with them.
He reminds me of me when I was a kid. When I was a kid, dinosaurs and video games were like my #1 thing. I used to spend all day reading books about dinosaurs. I can't remember any of it now, though, so what good did it do me?
I bet they would have made for great sparring partners. I think this Gigantospinosaurus might be my favorite.
Those two huge points jutting out from both sides of its body make it look just like you and your two swords.
Actually, it's also known as the dual-bladed dragon.
Wow, that really does sound like a perfect match for me then.
Okay, so if they weren't dragons, what were they?
They look a lot like lizards.
Maybe they're like my ancestors or something.
But you used to be a human.
Damn, I think I might have gotten a bit too used to this new body of mine.
I wonder if their tails can fall off too.
His tail didn't fall off. Velvet cut it off. I don't know where you got that impression from. I used to own a few lizards. They were gigantic. Another one? Good God, gravy.
Did you ever figure out if that bug was a stag or a rhinoceros beetle?
Actually, I still haven't really looked into it.
Why not? Weren't Rokuro and I...
I want to get to the end of the game, and we're fighting Artorias, and Lavaset's just like, I have one question for you, Artorias, and he's like, what is it, you little Malakim? And he brings out the beetle, and he's like, is this a rhinoceros or a stag beetle? And Artorias just like, it's a stag beetle. I would love to see that.
I'm pretty curious to find out too.
They're why I haven't. They both have really strong opinions, and they both make a believable argument. And if I determined it was a new kind of beetle entirely, my decision would change the very course of their fates.
Their fates? I think you're exaggerating things.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
We're still hashing out what that Rhino-Stagros really is. Kiddo here's holding off on his final decision because he's worried about how you'll take it.
You're both adults. Can't one of you just give in so we can move on?
It's a rhinoceros beetle. I'm not backing down on that.
No, it's a stag beetle.
Why not just take off the pointy bits? Then we can all agree it's just a plain old beetle. Simple.
Sounds good to me.
Don't even joke about that. If you took away my swords, I wouldn't have anything left. Same thing goes for a stag beetle and its pincers.
And taking away a rhinoceros beetle's horns is disrespectful to its way of life, and to even suggest it is just plain wrong. No, if we're going to argue it out over this, we need to exhaust every possible angle before coming to a conclusion.
5 hours later. So we have come to the conclusion that it may be a stag beetle, only if it's riding a rhinoceros at 12 a.m. Got it? All right, I think we're good.
It's the right thing to do.
Madam Eleanor! Here's that field guide to rare insects of Midgand you wanted me to get you.
Thanks, Bienfu. Surely this book will have something about that bug. Yeah, here it is. This beetle's real name is
The tension.
Argonathocrassus, the thick-jaw beetle.
It's named for its jaws? That must make it a stag.
It's a drone beetle. The field guide says it's a really rare variety, too. I guess that's that.
No, you're wrong.
Even Lafasette's now in on this. He's like, no, Eleanor, you know what? You're usually very nice, but no, not this time. I'm not taking this shit.
It's a brand new species. I call it the Laphicet rhinostagros. That's my decision, and I'm not backing down.
He's inherited too much from Eisen and Rokuro. Oh god. Growing up around all these people's definitely going to have some sort of impact on him. At least he's becoming stern. I like that kid. Okay, I think I just saw the expedition come back.
Our scout ship has returned.
3 wins, and we got a
Knew this
lockjaw
would be
thing.
big. What a treasure!
It never gets old. What a treasure! New skill learned. Rangetsu special training. Sure, we can go
Scout
back.
ship departing.
You guys did also remind me that we gained one of the treasures last time, and I forgot to read it out, so thank you. We also have... the hell? I don't remember picking any of these things up. We have this, and wherever the hell that is. I don't even remember getting that. Nor these.
That crest.
Empyrean Tablet, an artifact on Earth from the Norman archipelago. The tablet is inscribed with 5 crests and is thought to have belonged to a temple. Ooh, these are... I haven't even tried to voice Moglu. Oh god, that's gonna be weird. Oh, these are the crests of the Empyreans. You recognize them, Moglu? Of course I do, because I am me. Now I'll do you the favor of explaining it all for you, so be grateful. From the lower left is the crest of Musife, Imperial Fire, I'm getting that right, don't question me, Velvet. Followed by Aminoch, Empyrean of Water, then Hyona of Wind, and in the upper left, Eumacia of Earth. Yeah, I got that right. Those are the 4 elemental Empyreans, and the last one is Innominat, the 5th, right? You've been paying attention. This tablet was found in the outer seas. That means the Empyrean's power extends beyond Midgand. Well, maybe you're better off not thinking about what it is. You're going up against. Ignorance is bliss, right? I don't care what my enemies are. I won't rest until they are all defeated. Yep, that's a very Velvet line.
Now this is one hell of a helmet.
Oh wow, he actually had a very unique dialogue for that. A mask obtained on the Barbados archipelago. Some believe it to be the mask or the mark of a peerless swordsman, while others say it was worn as punishment by a traitor. Is this made from the bone of some monster? This mask has a disturbing aura about it. Huh, it's got several nicks on it. I'm sure it was worn during some very fierce fights. Why not try putting it on, Rokuro? It might just be your style. I admit it's a fine piece of protective gear, but I'll pass on it. Cut before being cut, that's the Rangetsu philosophy. The best defense is a good offense, in other words. Not quite. It's more like the best offense is a good offense. I see. Well, I hope I never have to fight a practitioner of the Rangetsu style.
A lovely stone. I should try cutting it.
No, you shouldn't, Rokuro. We can sell them. A crystal expelled from the volcano on Soma Island. When touched, the mineral's color and hardness radically changes. Huh? Why do you think that's a good idea? Don't you want to see if it can be cut open? No, I think that's just you, Rokuro. It's a pretty stone as it is. Yeah, but the cross-section might be prettier. Well, maybe, but whenever I see something hard, an urge to cut it apart overwhelms me. Rocks, metal, hard-headed old men, whatever. Please don't cut any old men.
This design. Could it really be?
Look how excited he is over this. He's like, this design, this deviant art piece. Oh my god, it's amazing. I know I make fun of deviant art a lot, despite not being an artist, but when you're going like thumbnail art hunting, you see a lot of stuff. A work of stained glass art obtained on Kanono? Yeah, Kanono Island, also known as the Island of Three Seasons. The glass emits a subtle soothing light. Nyata! Wait, what? What is that? The name of these three cat creatures? No, it's what this type of stained glass is called. The rich variety of colors and subtle techniques used to craft this are lost now. It's incredibly valuable. The culture, aren't you supposed to be a pirate? That's right, I'm a pirate, not a merchant. That's why I can't sell it. Simple as that. Oh, for that? No, forget it. I give up. I'm so tired of you not selling shit, Eisen. Alright, well, that's all out of the way now. Apparently, we do have some skits also in Logris. So let us go there. Alright.
Velvet! Let me in this instant!
You can't come in. And if you do, I'll eat you.
It's not just your room, you know.
You took an oath to obey my every command if you lost our fight. And I'm commanding you to wait just a little longer.
What are you doing out here in the hall?
I left to go out on a little errand, but when I came back, Velvet shut me out of our room. I've been standing here for over half an hour, but she seems no closer to letting me in. I don't know what to do.
Any idea what she's doing inside there?
No, I don't have a clue. All I can tell you is that sometimes I can hear something like deep breathing and soft moaning.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun to explain.
Well, she must be doing something in there she doesn't even want a fellow woman to see.
Something she doesn't want seen. Do you think maybe she's weighing herself?
Even if you allow for getting undressed and then dressed again, there's no chance it takes half an hour to weigh yourself.
Could she be putting on makeup? I've been yelled at for barging in on that before, although not by Velvet.
That's just because you're a guy. I hardly think Velvet would have a problem with me saying that.
I don't think Velvet even wears makeup.
This is no time to just stand there lollygagging, kiddo. Velvet is obviously in great danger this very minute. Her life is hanging in the balance.
God damn it, Magalu.
She's right. You know Velvet, never letting her weaknesses show. She probably kicked Madame Eleanor out because she didn't want anyone to see her in such bad pain.
It would explain the heavy breathing and moaning, too.
Now that you mention it, right before I left, she had a stiff expression and she did not look well.
Well, kiddo, are you going to abandon her in her time of need? The moment to test your mettle has come at last!
Test my mettle.
Oh no. Laphicette's life is about to be changed if he walks in that room right now. Laphicette, stay out. Your eyes need to stay pure.
Will you go in there or won't you? The fated decisive hour has finally arrived!
Velvet!
What is it, V?
Wait, what? She's cleaning? She hasn't... That's it? That's all she was doing?
Huh? Well, I thought you might die. So I...
Seriously? A little cleaning isn't gonna kill me.
But you were looking pale, and we could hear you breathing strangely and making weird sounds.
I don't think I was breathing strangely.
Then what was that noise? It sounded like...
When you're cleaning glass, you breathe on it first, don't you?
Then what about the moaning?
The inn has this room cleaned regularly, but they missed a lot of the details. When I looked at the cups, I saw they still had tea stains from whoever drank out of it last. That's enough to make anybody moan in disappointment.
Oh, I see.
I am moaning in disappointment
but
right
if you
now.
told me you were cleaning the room, I would have offered to help you now.
Everyone has their own unique way of cleaning things. So in the end, it's just faster to do it myself.
Please just give me that costume,
My sister
though.
had her own ways, and I'm sure you do too, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, I'm finished so you can come back in again. Whew, what a relief to have that all done.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Oh, this guy
Are you talking to
again.
me?
Yes, you, with those eyes that would belong on the Reaper's face.
Oh?
I'm sorry for bothering you, sir. If you don't have anything you need to confess, that's fine.
No, actually, there is one thing I'd like to get off my chest.
Of course. Go right on ahead.
This all happened a long time ago. But this Turtles brought over a painting by the master artist Beryl Benito. It was a gorgeous work of art. Too beautiful for words. The price was a little steep, but I couldn't help myself. Only later, I found out it was a total fake.
So, you want to repent for letting yourself be guided by worldly desires?
No, buying it was my decision. I don't have any regrets. Even if the painting itself was fake, my heartfelt admiration for its beauty was real.
What are you going on about?
Did you say something?
No. Then for what do you wish to repent?
The truth is, when I saw that painting, I didn't have enough money on me. So I swiped 100 gold from my little sister's hidden savings.
Ah, so it is his little sister.
That's the one part I wish I'd done differently.
I see. Fear not, my son. No matter what the Empyreans may decide, I know your sister would forgive you.
I hope so.
Wait, just 100? That's not even a lot. When was this?
Come, sinner, and repent.
The only people left is like Lofset, Eleanor, and
Do
Bienfu.
you mean me?
Yes. Or at least I would. But perhaps you're too young to have done anything to repent.
No, there is something. I've kept it a secret so far, but I'll confess it now.
And I shall listen, my son.
Not too long ago, I found a slug in the forest. And I read in a book that if you sprinkle salt on a slug, it'll shrink. I wanted to try it out for myself.
So you sprinkled salt on the slug. It's true, that was not a good act. But if the experience taught you to respect life and its fragility, then the slug's sacrifice was not in vain, and...
No, that's not what happened. I messed up and I put sugar on the slug, not salt. And then the sugar attracted a whole bunch of ants to the slug. And it was awful.
Oh, don't cry?
I'm so sorry, slug. You didn't deserve that.
See, Kamoana?
It's
That's what
okay.
crying actually sounds
I
like.
forgive you. It was all a terrible accident.
There's one more thing. I wanted to see what would happen if I poured sugar water down an anthill. And I'm sorry to you too, ants.
Kids can sure be weirdly cruel sometimes.
I do kind of wish the enemies would run away from me instead of bothering me now that I've out-leveled them. Once again, it's kind of annoying.
I think I've finally gotten used to it.
Used to what?
Your powers. I think I finally got a handle on them in a way that feels right.
That's good. Hopefully you won't faint anymore.
Yeah, and I'll keep learning too. I hope we can make this work out.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Hey! When you and Eleanor made your pact together, she gave you a true name, right? Was it a good one?
True name? What's that?
It's a special name in the ancient tongue given to a Malak as a necessary step in forming a pact with a human. I gave Bienfu the name Fushicas. It means thing.
That's pretty messed up.
It's just my own little way of showing affection.
So what kind of name did you get, Laphicet?
Oh no.
What's the matter? She didn't give you a really weird name like Magulu gave Bienfu, did she? If you're not happy with it, I can talk to Eleanor about it later. So go on and tell me.
I'm fine with it. And I can't tell you anyway.
Well, you don't have to get so worked up about it.
A true name is not something a Malak just casually divulges to others. They carry a special meaning to us.
They do? Why?
Speaking it to anyone other than our Pact Keeper carries a special meaning. Between comrades, it means we trust them with our lives. In other cases, it's...
practically a confession of love.
You could have said something sooner, you know.
Laphicet's at a delicate age. You should be more careful in the future.
Oh, really? It's just another way of showing affection.
Okay, we actually got an outfit, but I didn't even get to see what it was because we immediately got attacked. What's for Laphicet? I mean, the Jackalus outfits are cool, but they feel kind of lazy, and a lot of them just don't look as good. Like Eleanor's, for example, it just looks kind of plain. It's like a whole step down in design, almost. And for those of you who have forgotten, remember, Eisen doesn't actually wear an eye patch, but in my headcanon and in-game, he does.
Whoa!
A dragon.
Yeah, I noticed something about Eisen, and that's that all of his moves are named after dragon stuff, or at least his, break soul. He has, like, draconic something and then draconic dive.
That's gotta be the demon Tabitha wanted us to know about.
It's flying free, but could it still be a Therian?
I just felt an Earth Pulse point. It's that way, somewhere near the top of that mountain.
Of course it is.
Let's check it out.
God, I don't know what it is about mountains in the Tales series, but there's two things you guys should know about them. One, nothing good ever happens on top of a mountain. Never. Oh my goodness, the enemies here are gigantic. Two, leave me alone, you butterflies that teleport. The mountain levels are always kind of, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the time they're pretty shitty. In like, they're bland and they don't really... They're not fun to go through. And usually they're put at a point in the game where you're like, alright, I'm done with these long slogs of nothing. Now, which way do I want to go? Guess we're going this way towards the mountain then. Climb the promising mountain? Oh, Code Red enemy over there. Look at all these enemies. And all the chests in the area too. I guess I have to go and pick them all up then. We actually should have enough cat souls to open another box if I find one. Oh, a cat's box, finally. I actually forgot to... Oh wait, no, we have enough. No, we don't. God damn it. I actually forgot to go back while I was kind of running around to go back to the Forbidden Area or whatever it's called. I forgot the name of it already. But there's a cat's box there that if you guys remember we couldn't open. I still haven't opened it yet, so... So I did get the next part of Rokuro's Break Soul. From what I understand how it works, I haven't really tried it.
A foe worth killing.
King Peacock. Weak to fire, fiend, and winged. I think actually Velvet has all those, so that's gonna be fine. Or you know, I'm down to try Rokuro's thing. Actually, you know what? We're gonna hang back with Eleanor for a second. Uh-oh. Jeez, it does damage. Oh, well, I messed that up pretty badly. Still alive, though, thanks to Laphicet. Man, I could just top this out as Rokuro, actually. When I think about it. Damn it, I messed that up pretty bad. There we go. Yeah, Rokuro's actually perfect for this fight. Jeez. Calm down, you damn bird. That didn't work either.
Thanks.
There we go.
Refuse to fall here.
Armory Glaze Sight 4. Grants +1 maximum souls to characters wearing equipment that has been enhanced a combined total of 20 or more times. Oh, an extra soul so we can have 6? Now that I look at the bar, I actually see that there's room for 7. So that's actually very, very useful. Man, having 7 of those?
Take a look at this.
Oh, we messed it all. The mistress's support. What does that mean?
Scout-
I've never seen that skill before. Velvet gives the crew a pep talk to improve morale. We're counting on you. Yeah, what a great pep talk, Velvet. Anyways. Yeah, I do find the system, the upgrade system, to be flawed in the way that the game rewards you for putting on different pieces of equipment and training with them. But the thing is, the game also rewards you for wearing upgraded pieces of equipment that you've stuck with. It's a really weird way to do things, because it's either, hey, I'm going to spend a bunch of time getting everything I want, or it's, hey, I'm going to not get any skills, but at least I'll be able to have all the benefits of having armor that's upgraded, you know? It feels really weird to have an upgrade system on top of an XP item gain skill system. It feels really, I can't say regressive, because I don't know how the other games have been, but from other systems similar, like even FF9, it feels like a weird step back. I think we can actually go up there and get that, cat's box now, maybe? I don't remember how much it took. I don't think we'll get anything this time. Nope, we got a dumb earring. How many cat's boxes have we gotten? I think it says in the player records. We have 20. Apparently it's 30 where something good happens, so we're pretty close. I just have to remember which ones I haven't opened, because I'm not sure if it's like, oh, there's only 30 in the entire game world, and you have to open every single one, or it's open 30 out of whatever number there actually are.
Yeah, I can really feel the Earth pulse now. It's up above.
Well, that's worrying. Let's quick save.
Guess we're in for some mountain climbing then.
I really don't want to climb the mountain, though. I've also just realized I think I still have like 1 billion herbs that I have not fed to anyone. Yeah, I do. Why does Eleanor have such high attack? I never realized she was that big of a damage dealer. I mean, Velvet probably still outdoes her because of her whole, how her break soul works, but Eleanor's is kind of similar in the way you can just kind of chain it. Interesting. I took the Chrono Trigger approach to things, and that's, I know I am always going to have Chrono / Velvet on me, so I might as well just give her all the stat buffs. I think that's a fair way to go about it. Although you technically don't have, spoiler for over 10-year-old game, you don't always have Chrono. No, over 20-year-old game almost. No, way over 20 years. Jeez. I'm old. I don't want to think about when things came out. It makes me hurt on the inside. I know I keep calling myself old, but I'm not really that old.
This is the Earth pulse point I've been feeling. No Therian and no barrier.
I must have gotten it wrong again.
No, here's where the dragon pops
I wouldn't be so
out.
sure of that. That dragon could well have broken its barrier. Or it might have been too powerful for the Abbey to subdue.
You could be right. After all, dragons make for the strongest demons.
The problem is, we don't know if it's a Therian or not.
Yeah. Let's stick with the plan and head to Stonebury to gather more information.
Am I the only one here who thinks the real problem is how we're supposed to fight a frickin' dragon?
Yep, you're the only one, Magalu. All of us are completely confident. Well, you know, if we're gonna fight Artorias, we might as well be able to fight the dragon, right?
I can't wait to take a good look around. Whoa, now that's what I call a view.
It looks like Drakengard from out there.
Don't leap about so much. You'll fall.
I can sense many Earth pulses under this place.
I figured you'd notice that. An intricate web of earth pulses crisscrosses the land under the Aldina Plains. Mountains like these would normally take tens of thousands of years to form, but these popped up in about a millennia.
So the Earth pulses have affected the land?
Exactly. Long ago, people wielded arts that allowed them to manipulate the earth pulses and control the very land itself.
How could arts like that exist?
Perhaps they pushed against key points on the Earth pulses? Like how acupressure can improve a person's blood flow.
That's a rather forced comparison, but you may be right. Either way, those arts have been lost for eons.
I'm impressed, Eisen. You know a lot about everything.
Not at all. There's so much I don't know. For example, the name of these flowers. That's why I travel. To learn.
Aldina alabaster grass.
That's the name of this flower?
Yes. A long time ago, my brother showed me a picture of it in one of his books. They're fragile flowers. They die quickly on their own, but if enough of them gather together, they can survive. Fields of them form beautiful white carpets of flowers. In some cultures, they symbolize kinship, the bonds between people.
Kinship. Huh.
I'll remember that. You and your brother taught me something new today.
I'll never forget either.
It's really nice when they're not being goofs like they are. Like, I looked at the Tales, I looked at the cover of this game, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be some edgy bullshit. And no, half the time it's Aizen running around yelling his title, Rogoro just casually talking about murdering people, Magalu ruining everyone's lives, and Velvet just being the straight man for this entire charade. But I feel like when they have very serious scenes, they're doing it very right. And like, there's a lot of Tales games where, I'll be honest, the cast feels forced to like each other. Can't remember which one it is, but I think there's a Tales game in which you get to the end of the game and no one still likes anyone in the party. Is there nothing back here? I guess there isn't. I honestly watch a lot of LPers who play a lot of like RPGs and stuff like me, and a lot of the time they end up so ridiculously over-leveled, and I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's because they just sit around and grind in their free time, since they do it like... I'm imagining maybe it's because they do like YouTube full-time, I don't know, maybe? But they can become egregiously over-leveled, and I don't know how they manage to do it, because some of them hit a higher level than I do when I'm playing the game in my free time. I don't know, maybe I'm just not much of a grindy person? Play Monster Hunter though, so... guess I do like grinding. Oh, okay, it's right out here. God, this area is such open nothingness. It's weird, because the planes in FF10 have such a long-lasting effect on me for like how amazing that area was. But there's nothing here, so it's all really boring and not memorable at all. Alright, whatever's on the other side of this gate, I'm ready for you.
Alright,
just a
if I were a
town.
Bloodwing, where would I be?
We'll start at the inn. It only makes sense.
Wow, look at this. Is this... I was gonna say this is Velvet's old village, but no, it's kind of small.
Raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, they all grow in abundance around Stonebury. We even have a fairy tale about it. One day the ground was covered with so many fallen berries, they all became stones.
Stoneberries. Is that how the town got its name?
The spelling has changed some, but yes. Berries are an important part of this village. We harvest local berries to make jams, pastries, gels, and all sorts of sweets.
Berry-flavored gels! I've never had one.
We've exported our jam and fruit for a while now, but our raspberry gels are still being perfected.
Aw, rats.
Are the vegetables growing in that field special too? I don't think I've ever seen anything like them before.
You've got sharp eyes. But that's right. They're a rare species of wild potato. They're red and they're called radish bells. We discovered them in the mountains nearby. Sadly, the potatoes are actually highly poisonous.
Really? But they look so good.
No, that's fine, anything for the Tates.
They do. But the skin and the sprouts are toxic. If you aren't careful when removing them, it's Poisonville for you. Deadly poison aside, they're sweet, fluffy, and go great with butter. And when they're fried nice and crispy, they're the best.
So just skin them and sell them. What's the problem?
Yes, we've thought of that, but the way they are now, you have to peel off quite a bit before you get to the edible part. Peel one as big as your fist, and all you get for your trouble is a bit of meat the size of an egg yolk. That's why we're selectively breeding them. One day, they'll have only a thin layer of poisonous skin.
Why not breed them to get rid of the poison altogether?
With no poison, bugs will eat them, and they'll be more vulnerable to cold and heat. With potatoes, as with people, getting rid of everything harmful isn't always for the best.
That was a long conversation about practically nothing.
Yay! I found so many blueberries!
What are you gonna do with all those? Make jam?
I'm going to feed them to my chickens. That way they'll lay eggs with purple yolks.
What? You know that won't work, right?
It sure will. The color of yolks change depending on what a hen eats. My grandma taught me that.
Actually, we always feed our chickens corn. Is that why their yolks are yellow? What are you gonna do with purple eggs anyway?
Tourists are coming from the capital again, right? I bet they've never seen purple eggs, so I figure I could sell them for a lot.
This girl is the embodiment of capitalism.
Maybe I can even make our village famous!
You've thought this out. But will they really sell? You know what they'd make, right? Purple fried eggs, purple omelets, purple egg fried rice. Hey, would you want to eat a purple omelet?
Strange things sell, right?
You don't have to be so mean just 'cause you can't think of a better idea.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me help you.
Fine. Go catch a whole barrel full of jewel beetles. If we feed them to my chickens, we'll get eggs with yolks like shining jewels.
I don't think that's how that works,
I really wouldn't
kid.
want to be your chickens, but... okay.
What a carefree village.
But you know, this is what really makes humanity amazing to me. Attempting the impossible. Reaching for the stars, just as a matter of course.
Aye. Though we may stumble countless times on our way, we can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Attempting the impossible, huh?
That's all well and good, but there are some lines that should never be crossed. Purple eggs. Ugh.
No, the thing you guys aren't realizing is this boy is going to be wrapped around this girl's finger for the rest of his life. He has already lost the battle. Let's see.
Stonebury hasn't had much luck growing just yet, but this pioneer town has a lot of potential.
Is that all you guys want to talk
Trees
about is
grow well
potatoes?
here, and the lumber is of great quality. Oh, we're also close to the quarries, so stone isn't a problem. As long as the demons are contained, this country will rebuild. The need for stone and lumber will soar. Best of all, this area is quiet, has beautiful lakes, and is a perfect place for a craftsman like me to work.
And why settle for anything less?
I do feel that you might be a bit short-handed here. It's hard to build without manpower.
You're right. We need something to attract new settlers. Maybe some sort of specialty item?
Is there any fruit or vegetable that can only be found around here?
There is a type of potato called the radish bell that we grow, but it's got a few, quirks.
If you want to attract people, you should just ring a bell. Come to Stonebury, where the money grows on trees.
A bell tower, huh? That might actually work. We can even use local stones for the bell. The Stonebury Stone Belfry.
It won't work.
Huh?
Try hitting a rock. Doesn't ring.
Ah, how could I have missed that? I'm still such a novice. My master taught me better than this. Think before you build. That's what he always said. I need to do better and not sully his name.
Okay, but the thing you guys aren't talking about is the fact that there's like 50,000 flying wyvern demons outside the village that make it impossible to get here.
The water around here is ideal for producing wine and spirits. I've been thinking about fermenting something new.
What will you make? This region's specialty is berries, so a berry wine?
But the chilly air and level of humidity here should be just right for making an amber draft, don't you think?
Considering the geography around here, the water must contain a high mineral content. If you use it to make a rice wine, the taste will be unique.
I've considered all those options, but I must create something that can surpass my greatest rival, Sleeping Princess.
But that's nearly impossible to make.
Exactly. Not an easy task, to say the least. Sleeping Princess is made by filling an emerald cask with water from an enchanted mountain spring and sitting it in direct sunlight for 7 years. The water's magic causes it to change color each year. When it reaches the same deep green hue of the cask, it's ready.
That must be a
Solar
bitch
fermenting,
to, like, check
It won't
on.
be easy to surpass a marvel of the winemaking world like Sleeping Princess.
True, but I've finally found it. The ultimate stone.
A gemstone? Will you make a cask from it?
The fire
Never just
emblem.
make it an imitation. No, what I found can only be called a natural rock filter.
You're filtering wine with a rock?
Deep in the heart of these mountains, I found a stone that absorbs liquids. I tried using it to filter a berry wine. The taste of it was unbelievably crisp and bright. It preserved the luscious richness of the berries, while adding a clarity that left me breathless. I call it pure land wine. There is no better.
May I have a taste?
My apologies, but it took me 10 years to make a single thimbleful.
You're going to
I
die
drank
before
that
you can make
thimbleful for
anything.
my tasting. It'll be about 50 years before I can make a decent batch. I doubt I'll see a full bottle in my lifetime.
50 years, huh? Meet you back here then?
I've never been so glad not to be human.
Well, Rockrose's like, well, see you back here in 50 years. So what I did is, even if it's kind of costly, I managed to upgrade a lot of Velvet's stuff. And she now has 20 total armor. I'm going to be doing a lot of more upgrading off screen, of course. I just haven't really gotten a chance to do much. But she should be pretty well geared up and set to go. Especially compared to everyone else. Just looking at her armor values, 343. And her attack value, although it's not the highest, especially compared to like Eleanor and Rokuro, it's still pretty high for her. So I think I've turned her into a pretty decent monster. For the moment. You don't have enough cat's coins. Oh well.
I was on my way home from a trip to Logres, crossing the Aldina Plains, when I saw it. Rain was pouring as if from buckets, and the wind was so strong I could hardly stay on my feet. From the vast darkness of the sky, a monster of tremendous size descended, like the essence of the storm itself.
A huge flying demon?
At that moment, a group of exorcists leapt out from their hiding spots and began to battle the demon beast. But it met their swords with its fearsome horns, and a swipe of its tail threw the noble exorcist's back.
Horns? And a tail?
Where did the demon go?
I couldn't tell you. I was so frightened, I ran away and never looked back.
Fair
I
enough.
hope the Abbey can get rid of it, but the beast took out 3 exorcists with a single blow. Come to think of it, another person was there too. He faced the demon and told it to stop.
Zavied.
If you're going to the Aldina Plains, you'd better be careful.
Thanks. Come on, guys. You'll get it this time, don't worry. Let's talk to the Code Red people. So far we've actually only missed 2 of these Code Red enemies. One being the Corrupted Orb, which is all the way back in some sewer back in Logres, I think. I'm not sure. And the Serial Killer Tree, which I missed apparently in the forest. My name is Shinobu, the eldest daughter. Oh no, I'm not playing cards with you, you dumb child. Leave me alone. I'm done. Alright, well, we said we were gonna go to the inn.
Zavied.
Well, hello, sailor.
Are you waiting for someone?
Nope. Just saying a prayer for someone.
Someone?
Let's go. Clearly there aren't any Bloodwings here.
You're just going to leave? I'm right here.
Everybody has times they need to be alone.
Fee.
Right. Coming.
Oh, she actually called him that. I was kind of worried it was going to be one of those things where she's like, this is your nickname, and then she's never going to say it again.
What do you think he was praying about?
Well, for one thing, he was drinking a bottle of Thorny Forest.
Oh my. The drink you share with your special someone when you're going to be married for life! How romantic!
But getting your hands on that stuff is no small feat. I can only hope I'll get a chance to taste it someday.
That must have had an important meaning for Zavied. That's why you left him alone.
Don't read too much into it.
You're Velvet, right?
Oh yeah, you're part of the Bloodwings. You have the haircut.
Huh. you must be the one who's seen the demon we're after. We saw a big snake-looking dragon fly over on the way here. Is that what you saw too?
Yes, that's the one. It nests at the top of the mountain in Aldina Plains.
We went to look ourselves. No dragon.
It only returns to its nest on rainy days.
Are you for real?
Rainy days, you say?
Oh shit, how convenient. I was about to say, it never rains in this game.
Just look at what you went and made the weather gods do. This doesn't bode well. Not at all.
Thanks. We'll give it another shot.
Does that mean I have to walk all the way back up there? Hate these dragons, they're ruining my everything. The dragon's nest is in the mountains above Aldina Plains. The scaly beast only returns on rainy days. In fact, the dragon might even be the source of the storms. Thanks for the information. In that case, that means that if we go there now, chances are it'll be home. Oh, if I went up there and it was a Matsu, I'd lose my shit.
Like this must be Providence, meow.
We're in a
Oh
hurry.
no.
Save it, cats.
Don't try to
Over
do
there,
this.
Meow. I've just stumbled upon a perfectly nifty piece of stone just for you.
What's it for?
That's not a geoboard, is it?
What's a geoboard?
Bingo! I dug it out of some ruins, meow. They were made by Norman Meowny years ago for surfing along Earth pulses, but I can't use it, so I figured I'd pawn it off on someone else who could, meow.
Wait, Norman made this? That doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Don't be so mean. We're capable of exceptional things. Sometimes. When a Norman speaks their own name, the board springs to life and whisks its masters away at top speed. They'll even plow right through weak demons. You can say it's our masterwork, even if we sorta stumbled on it by accident.
So it's a hoverboard.
Huh. Well, then I apologize.
So we can ride this as long as we have Bienfu with us, right?
Well, kind of.
Do you have to use your true name to activate it?
Not my true name, no. My Norman name.
Wouldn't that just be Bienfu?
No. Norman have a separate name that goes something like Norman so-and-so. It's almost more a title than a name. Often the name has something to do with what they're good at. Something like attack, or chain, or aqua.
Right. You could say names like Bienfu and Grimoire are more like stage names. I actually don't know Bienfu's Norman name, but I can't wait to find out.
What is your name, Bienfu?
Come on, out with it. We're in a hurry.
Norman Brave.
Brave?
Whoa, look at that!
Wait, Bienfu.
Your Norman name is Brave?
That is so deliciously absurd!
Why do you think I've never told you before, Bien?
At least the board works, meow.
And if we get on this board, it'll move us around?
Well, about that. The board propels itself by pushing against Earth pulse flows.
You don't move your mouth
To
and
do
it
that,
bothers
the board
me. It's
needs
really
information
creepy.
on the flows.
Oh no, I
This
guess it
one
does
has a
move a little.
completely blank slate, meow. First, you need to find the geotrees in each area. They serve as a conduit between the surface land and the Earth pulses, meow. Once you've actually located a geotree, you can record that area's Earth pulse data into your geoboard, meow.
Got it.
This area's geotree is right over there, meow.
Please stop meowing.
All right then. So long as we find more geotrees, we'll be able to use the geoboard to travel much more quickly.
Thank you, little cat person. This is what I was just complaining about. So how does this work? Of course, they have to place like 2 monsters right in the way. So how do I, Geotree. You can ride the Geoboard by holding R2. Geoboards allow you to move faster than usual, as well as travel previously inaccessible paths. Oh, that's right. When we were back in the marsh, I saw areas that we couldn't get to. While riding Geoboard, you can defeat enemies under a certain level without starting the encounter, just by touching them. That's exactly what I was asking for earlier this episode. However, you'll not be rewarded XP, that's fine. Whoa!
Well, that's going to come in handy.
I think it's kind of funny that it looks like a gravestone. It looks like Velvet's riding a goddamn gravestone.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to ride, too.
I could get used to this.
I'm so worn out. I feel like I had to sprint the whole way here.
Huh.
Well, get used to it.
Seems like operating the board saps a lot of energy from Bienfu.
Even still, this board gives us a strategic advantage. Brave here will just have to bear a little exertion now and then.
Yeah, Brave. Buck up.
I believe in you. Be brave.
Stop calling me that!
You know your existence is a joke when Velvet's making fun of you. Is this really how fast it goes? I guess that's it. I mean, it's faster. I was kind of expecting something more speedy, though. Anyways, we have to get back over there. It's honestly not that much faster than walking. That's kind of disappointing. I mean, at least I can avoid enemies more easily, but I do have to find these dumb trees apparently every time I want to ride this. Oh well, never get as bad as FF14 and their dumb flight system. Find all the aetherite currents. I know I just sound like I'm complaining a lot, and that's because I am, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like an upgrade. I legitimately feel the power difference in between my unupgraded state and my upgraded state. Things are dying so much more quickly. And it's a shame that I eventually will have to unequip this stuff so I can get more skills, because, I don't know. I hope Zestiria doesn't have this when I play it, because it's kind of an annoying system. Well, there's our dragon. Should be easy, right?
It looks so deadly. And just check out how much malevolence it's putting out.
Which means it's not Etherian.
Let's retreat. We've got no reason to pick a fight with something we can't handle.
No, we're fighting it.
I do.
What? For what reason?
Oh, you're up for it?
What? What are you doing? She's right. Fighting this creature is a good way to end up dead. Oh, sorry.
Well, no turning back now.
Eisen, why? I knew you had something to do with drag. Ow. Holy shit, Lava Set. I am so sorry. Just heal yourself, buddy. Oh, you're paralyzed too?
Yeah, but training like this doesn't
Damn it.
come around every day.
Be on your guard.
Dragon, winged. Really? He has 4 weaknesses.
Oh, that's the fun part.
Even blocking this thing destroys me. Is it even losing health? Alright, well, it doesn't seem to be taking... Oh, no, it's... Holy, that's a health bar. That is a for realsies health bar. Alright, you know what, Eisen? We're gonna call on you. You're the Dragon Master, apparently, and you have personal stakes in this. Jeez, you do not have any openings. There we go. Oh, ow. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, yeah. You have to be really careful. You have to be really, really careful here. If you get greedy for even a second, he'll take you out.
No escape! See this?
Oh, we're not supposed to actually beat him. I was 100% ready to.
This one definitely puts up a better fight than your average demon.
Is there any hope of actually defeating this thing?
Guys, I was honest ready to go do it. I think I could have done it if you gave me enough time.
I'll do whatever it takes. That's my way.
Okay. Whatever you say, Eisen. What the?
Zavied! Yeah. I see you're out for blood, as usual.
What are you so mad about?
You knew, didn't you, Eisen? Out of my way.
Oh, what the hell?
Are you protecting the dragon?
She's not a dragon!
Huh?
Back off, or I'll make you back off.
Yeah, that whole plan went really well, Zavied. I mean, I guess the dragon got away, but still.
Damn, it got away! That hurts, babe. And here we hadn't seen each other in so long.
What?
Hold it. Is that dragon someone you knew?
I told you, she's not a dragon.
But she is obviously a dragon. Thanks for that explanation.
It seems old check out my pecs and the dragon have some kind of close ties.
Did I hear you right? We're talking about a dragon here.
I know what I said.
But how could that be?
When Malakim are tainted by malevolence, a dragon is what ultimately results.
So you're saying that dragon was a Malak Zavied once knew?
She must be who he was praying for back in town.
Yeah, most likely.
But do Malakim put out malevolence like humans do?
No, not by themselves they don't. But if one remains in contact with humans or demons who do, it will eventually taint her, and she will become a dragon.
Wait, then aren't you worried about becoming a dragon? Because we're kind of... I don't know, we're around it quite a bit.
What about you, kiddo? You feel anything weird after you got thrown into the Earth Pulse at the Empyrean's throne?
I did, yeah.
Can't say I'm surprised. The air there was thick with malevolence being sent on its way to Enominat.
If I'd stayed there, I might be a dragon too.
Is having a vessel not enough to prevent a Malak from transforming?
A vessel can reduce the effect, but not eliminate it. By stripping their Malakim of consciousness, the Abbey Exorcists seem to be able to inhibit the transformation. But nothing in this world is guaranteed.
Can a dragon ever be changed back into a Malak?
Nope. Just like with demons, there's no going back.
Do they still hold on to some part of who they were?
You saw that dragon. What do you think?
Well, that's...
But Zavied still won't kill it. Must be his creed at work.
Eisen, listen. Whatever business you and Zavied have with that dragon, I don't care. Do what you have to. But I won't tolerate you getting the rest of us involved in it again. Do I make myself clear?
You've got it.
Good. Now, let's get back to the Therian hunt. We'll regroup in Titania.
She really is like the big sister, even to 1,000-year-old Eisen, man.
If what Eisen said is true, then could I wind up as a dragon someday? Or Eisen too?
I don't know.
I mean, all in all, it sounds like a pretty good deal. But... literally, if we showed up to Artorias and we had like 2 different dragons right next to us, I don't think we could lose. It would be an easy victory. I guess we're supposed to go back to Titania, so... And we can't warp. Warp? Lorp is not a word. I feel really disappointed. I've been playing the game for so long, and I'm like, I can't wait to fight this next Ultra Boss. Then we fight the dragon for like 3 seconds, and we're like, nope, not happening. And then Shirtless Man comes in, and he's like, yo, killing's bad. Don't do it. By the way, it's not a dragon. It's like, but Zavied, it's obviously... No, shut up. It's not a dragon. Okay. Oh, wow, there's another spirit tree thing here. Oh, does that mean there's one in every tiny area? I hope not. I hope it's just like, oh, there's one for the entire area as a whole. Because having this for every single area, I think, could get a little monotonous. Woo! Well, I guess you have to go back to them anyways, so... Oh, hey, it's Toidles.
Toidles, Toidles, keeping tight circles. Oh, perfect timing, Eisen. I's got a letter for yous.
A letter?
Did you get a reply to that letter you sent? What's it say? What's it say?
I know everything that you've done. Repent for your horrendous deeds, you monster.
What did you do, Eisen?
No idea. There's no sender written on here either.
Who would write something so awful?
Who cares? If I gave a damn about other people's feelings, I wouldn't be a pirate.
I suppose that's true.
Forget about it. What's the status of the other stuff?
The Palmier made it just fine. But we've run into some troubles finding the Nordals. My deepest apologies.
Nordals?
What are Nordals?
Nordals used to be given out by Empyrean temples. If you collect a set of 4, you'd find happiness. Oh, so they said. Nowadays, there's only 4 left. Red, blue, green, and black. Even worse, nobody hardly knows nothing about them.
Dolls of the Empyreans. Do you think they're like that one we saw of Aminoch in that shop in Isolt?
Kind of. But these are less gloomy looking and more, how can I describe it?
Something like a quiet radiance?
A quiet radiance. That's perfect!
I think I get it.
I'd never have pegged you as a collector of religious claptrap, Eisen. Think they'll help keep the Reaper away?
Probably not. But in the off chance they actually work, they'll keep her safe.
Her? Hey, that letter Eisen sent off earlier was addressed to a woman, wasn't it?
Our little Laphicet is growing up.
No, I wasn't implying she was his girlfriend. Her writing just seemed more mature, and...
It's nothing like that. She's my younger sister.
I didn't know you had a sister.
She's the only family I have left. She and I live apart for various reasons.
I'm guessing your death curse is one of them, huh?
Mogiloo!
So that's why. I'd be happy to help you look for those dolls, Eisen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay then. Thanks.
Guys, I don't think I have time to look for dolls. I already have the... Oh no. I already have to make the Omega Elixir. Don't do this.
I saw Benwick and the other crew members get into a serious fight over whether cats or dogs were better. I don't get what the big deal is.
I can't believe you could say such a thing! No conflict is more perilous than the one that has dogged mankind since the dawn of civilization! In the shadow of every war are the battles of dog lovers and cat lovers. Between each side lies a divide, maybe not all that deep, but unbridgeable all the same. I'd say we're lucky that the squabble you saw didn't escalate into anything more serious.
I had no idea it was such a big deal. So what side do all of you fall on?
I am, without a doubt, a cat person. Cats and witches have a long history together.
Personally, I prefer dogs because they can cohabit with humans while following rules. But I like cats too, because they're cute.
What about you, Rokuro?
Shigure liked cats, so I don't. But I like dogs even less. Always wagging their tails for their masters.
I feel the same way. Dogs will trade anything for food. Learning tricks, wagging their tails, getting friendly, and in time, even forgetting to howl.
I think that's too cynical. Dogs make efforts to please humans so that we can live together. They're friendly and compassionate creatures.
Then does that make you a cat person, Eisen?
Actually, I like squirrels best.
Why squirrels?
When I lived with my sister, the nearby forest had lots of nice, fluffy squirrels that would let me pet them.
This isn't about squirrels. It's about cats and dogs. You have to pick a side.
If I had to choose, yeah, it'd be cats. There's something lovable about the way they act, especially when you spoil them. Reminds me a lot of my sister.
What about you, Velvet?
Notice how since he's like openly admitted that he's been sending letters to his sister, he just talks about her like non-stop.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs. They don't betray you.
You always have to be so serious, don't you?
So Velvet and Eleanor like dogs, while Magilu and Aizen prefer cats.
And Rokuro doesn't care for either one. That makes you our tiebreaker, kiddo. The fate of this showdown is in your hands.
It is?
Now that you're no longer the Abbey's dog, perhaps you're thinking of being one for Velvet's column?
What has that got to do with anything? We're just talking about which animal we like.
If you're getting so angry over this, he's going to have no choice but to pick dogs.
I just told you.
No more fighting! This is clearly getting out of hand, so why don't you all agree that you're Bienfu people and make up already?
And what makes you special enough to have Bienfu people?
Because
Nothing.
I can be loyal like a dog, but also do my own thing like a cat. If you pick me, everybody wins.
I don't think it works that way.
I don't know. I don't really have a preference, honestly. I don't know why you have to be one side or the other. I think I am allergic to dogs, though. I'm just not sure yet. My cat just screwed up my Marth amiibo, though, so that's a thing. Anyways, I think I am going down the episode here. It's, been a long one, but there's been a lot going on, even for how little we've actually figured out plot-wise. So if you guys are enjoying the series, please leave a like, it helps out a lot. If you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Any suggestions in the comment section, just leave them there. I appreciate it. We have an expedition back. We're winners. Anyways, see you guys next time. Riding out.